Now, ever since their inception around a century ago, council houses have been an essential part of city living. Well, it's Nottingham City Homes' 10th birthday, and they've created a book which chronicles social housing from past to present. It's written by a local historian and features many Notts tenants, past and present.
From rows of detached houses to high-rise flats, it's hard to ignore the impact council homes have had on most areas of the city. And now a book which captures the history of social housing in Notts has just been released. It features people like Anne Dean, who's been a council house tenant for more than 40 years.
Well, it's the only way I would have had a house. I wasn't able to take out a mortgage. Council properties are well maintained, they're well built, they're usually on very nice estates.
As a member of Nottingham City Homes' Tenant Association, Anne has an interest on how social housing's evolved.
I think it's unfortunate that under Right to Buy we lost a lot of stock, because not everybody wants to buy or can afford to buy. I find no stigma attached to renting property. I don't see why people seem to think that if you rent property, you're not aspirational or something.
Chris Matthews from Sneinton gave up his summer to write the book by delving into local archives.
It also takes you all the way back to the 19th century and a little bit beyond, because it's about how bad the city's slums were in the 19th century and how slow the city was in dealing with it. But when the city dealt with it in the 1920s and 30s, it did so at a huge scale and a huge speed that had people from all over the world looking at how Nottingham was building council housing. It is a major feature within the history of council housing at large, and so it deserves a book of this nature and more in many respects. Each chapter could be another book in itself.
The book wraps up with the present state of social housing, and unlike many other places, Notts is investing millions into new council housing.
There is a consistent theme throughout the story that's told in the book, and that is about the need to meet Nottingham's housing needs, both in the past and now and in the future. So when we had the ability to build new council homes for Nottingham, that was something that Nottingham City Homes took up that challenge with great enthusiasm, particularly when over the last certainly 15 years or so it's been very difficult for local councils to build council housing.
If you fancy looking into the rich history of council housing, the book's available from retailers like Five Leaves and Waterstones. Sharon Walia, Notts TV News.